Hello, racing fan. Welcome back to Close the Call for my selection for March 8th, 2025 nine-race program. The first race, 7 furlong for 4-year-old and upward, up to my Cayman, 250 to 350. 6-year-old and upward, 9 winners of 4. Selection 7, Line of the Akati. 3, Kaya on the Go. 9, Jones Strike. And 2, Last Dance. Now this was Lion of the Cote 2 race back replay.
They're off and racing as they head toward the 6 furlong point on the course, and it is on the lead, 6th Avenue, right there too. That's Jones Strike. They're about 3 lengths in front of Don Almighty, another 3 before we come to Lion of Ekati. Then comes a Silent Cat, Golden Emperor, and racing at the back of the field, that's Mule Train. They head toward the 5, and it is 6th Avenue, about a length in front of Jones Strike, watching intently. 3 lengths away before we come to Don Almighty. Another 2 to Lion of Ekati making progress. 3 lengths away on the rail. Then comes a Silent Cat, joined on the outside by Golden Emperor, and another 6 before we come to racing at the back of the field. That's Mule Train. They head towards the 3, and this fight still continues up front. Mule Train now. It is Grown Strike rather grabbing it's Grown Strike in front of 6th Avenue racing second. Jones Strike begins to get out of the grasp of 6th Avenue, running on the far side. That is Don Almighty also coming on. Line of Ekati, it is Jones Strike coming to the furlong and a half pole. Is a good looking lead, about 4 lengths clear. Here comes on the outside and gathering ground. That is a Lion of Ekati, but it is Jones Strike in front and beginning to pull away. Lion of Ekati chasing hard, but will only be second best. Jones Strike is in front. Lion of Ekati still trying to fight on, but Jones Strike and Shane Ellis will land this one by about 6 lengths. Lion of Ekati is second. Then comes 6th Avenue, Don Almighty, and the Silent Cat back in 5th.
The second race, 5 furlong round, maiden special weight, native bred and imported 3-year-old. Selection here, Rico. 4, 1, Balmore. 6, Thousand Treasure, and 5, Almost Less. So Rico is the first of my 3 bankers. And this was Rico last race.
They're off for the dash. Honor Prince taggers out at the back, giving away several lengths as the leaders now go dashing past the 5. American Aviator going for that lead. Rico right alongside. They're tied together in a knot as they make their way now toward the final half of a mile, and now American Aviator flies away and gets that lead by some 4 lengths, opening up all the time as they leave the 7/16. Rico in chase. My Eclipse races on the outside of Princess Chris, a gap of 4 lengths back to Honor Prince, now moving ahead of the trailer. That's Mighty Gully as they leave the 5/16th, about to come into the lane, and American Aviator on the tender handling has that lead, a huge one too. At the top of the lane, it's American Aviator and Robert Halladine leading up. Rico needs to find maybe 4. My Eclipse getting the stick toward the outside, but it is American Aviator continuing to hold the advantage, and now Halladine calls for the right-hand stick as Rico begins to bear down on the outside. It's American Aviator with the lead. Rico Rico, the danger, but no more. American Aviator comes away to win by maybe 3 over. Rico, then My Eclipse and Honor Prince fourth.
Race 3, 9 furlong, 25 yards. Restricted to allowance. Native bred 4-year-old and up. Non-winners of 2. Imported 4-year-old and up. Maiden. Selection here. 1. To General. 3. Military Light. 4. Seaplane. 5. Never. And the General is the second of my 3 bankers. Now here was the General last race.
Starter ready. They're off for the first. Fair start, Seaplane just at the back of the field. Hit and Run gets a good one. She's Adorable. These two going at it with Adorable now going on just on that lead as they make their way toward the 6. She's Adorable now opening up a length and a half. Hit and Run races next. Princess Catalia out wide. Kiaman racing near the rail as they flash past the 6. And Never races in behind them, possibly 6 lengths off that lead. A further 2 to Himaya, joined by the favourite, the General in the red cap. A gap of some 3 lengths back to Seaplane as they leave the 5, and a Solar Black running last. Continuing their charge down the back stretch. She's Adorable continues to lead and opens up 3 lengths. Princess Catalia as they leave the half mile now going in hot pursuit. Kiaman is shaken up but beginning to hook reverse. Hit and Run is a further 3 lengths in behind. The General now asked to get going and begins to make mild progress along with Seaplane coming from the back. They charge past the 3/8 pole. Never races next. In behind them, that's Himaya, second from last, and Solar Black continues to run at the back as the field come turning for home. They're at the top of the lane, and it is a She's Adorable out in front. Princess Catalia and the General now launching their attacks along with Seaplane switch to the outside, but it is a She's Adorable running them off the legs at the moment. The General now begins to close against the fence. She's Adorable leaves the furlong pole with a commanding advantage. She'll have to hit a wall to lose this as they come inside the final 16th. The General now begins to come on the inside, but it's She's Adorable and the wily Dick Cardenas. They stole it and they take it by some 3 lengths. The General is second, Seaplane third, Princess Catalia fourth, could be Hit and Run back in fifth.
The fourth race, 6 furlong, maiden special weight, native bred 3-year-old and up, 3-year-old. Selection here, 7, Brahma Bull. 1, I'm Outstanding. 5, Life is Light. 2, Benison. And Brahma Bull is the third of my 3 bankers. And here was Brahma Bull last race.
Best of luck with all your wagers. They're off and racing. Came out in a nice line, a very good line. Right against the rail, that's Easy Money. Brompton Boys right there too. Rushing down into it, that is a Native Flyer. Then comes Never This Spear. Just on the outside, that's Brahma Bull as they go past the 4 furlong point. And racing at the back of the field, that's Modern Monarch. They head toward the 3, and it is Easy Money on an easy lead, about a 3 length in front. And traveling well from racing in second, that's Never This Spear. Right against the rail, that's Brompton Boy. Just on his outside, That is Native Flyer. Brahma Bull comes next and still at the back of the field. That's Modern Monarch. Easy Money making easy work of these. Still chasing. That is Never Despair. Easy Money and Shane Ellis looks to have this one in the bag. But here comes Brahma Bull on the rail. Easy Money coming to the furlong pole with a good looking lead. Never Despair and Brahma Bull chasing, but Easy Money is in front, and Shane Ellis will have a double on the card. And this is Easy Money. Easy Money and Shane Ellis. Brahma Bull is second. Never Despair could be third, just ahead of Brompton Boy.
Fifth race, 7.5 furlong. 3-year-old and upward optimal Cayman, 600,000 to 700,000. Native bred 6-year-old and up, non-winners of 4. Imported 6-year-old and up, non-winners of 3. Selection here is Inspired Miracle, 1, 4, Storm, 5, Wilson, and 8, Shaboom. Inspired Miracle is the first of my 3 outsider for the day. And here was Inspired Miracle last race.
Portmore Entertainment OTB Trophy. They're off. Inspired Miracle misses it, gives away several lengths. Power Ranking, the favourite, now grabs an early lead. Alexa's Lodger half a length down. Stormer come racing on the outside. Burning Valor running wide. On the rail, that's a Let Him Fly. Nakamura in between horses with a Whiskey. Rosa the Warrior forming a line of 4. A gap of some 5 lengths back to Storm. An Inspired Miracle needs to do more, left at the back last. They've left the half mile, the tempo should increase, and the favourite Power Ranking is in control, being chased by Burning Valor down against the rail. Alexa's Lodge is tucked in between horses as they go flashing past the 3. Power Ranking out in front. Burning Valor now asked to close the gap. Watch Whiskey coming on the outside of horses. But they're coming into the top of the lane, and it is Power Ranking on the head of affairs. Here is Burning Valor now asked to kick in down against the rail. Whiskey has more running to do along with Alexa's Lodge. Power Ranking beginning to drift a bit. Burning Valor continues the challenge against the fence, but it is Power Ranking inside the final furlong. Burning Valor now asked to creep closer, but Power Ranking continues to hold the lead inside the final 16th. Burning Valor now asked to come with a late charge, but Power Ranking and Richie Shakes will take it. Burning Valor is next. Then Whiskey, ahead of Nakamura. Storm has finished in 5th.
Race number 6, 6.5 furlongs. Restricted allowance, native bred 5-year-old and up, non-winners of 3. Imported 5-year-old and up, non-winners of 2. Selection here is 12, Always Right, 2, Princess Aquila, 9, Princess Ifaya, 11, Great Commander. Always Right is the second of my 3 outsiders, and he was always right last race.
They're off for the first. Fair start, Power of Her Highness, though, lagging at the back of the field as Propellant took off quickly, and Propellant gets that lead and slips away by 3 or more lengths. Blue Sky chasing, just in front of Superior running the rail. They flash past the 6. So Wang Don on the outside. Captain Philip in the green sleeves runs the rail. The grey golden syrup is next. A break of some 3.5 to Always Right. And the slow starter, Power of Her Highness, remains firmly planted at the back as they've left the 5 and make their way to the half-mile down the back stretch. Propellant setting the fractions. He's down on that lead, only about a length in front of Superior and a Blue Sky teaming up in behind. Captain Philip in the white and green races 6 lengths off that lead. So Wang Don races up next with Golden Syrup running the rail. Always Right asked to accelerate widest of all, and Power of Her Highness yet to recover after the slow start as they're about to arrive at the top of the lane. They leave the 5/16th and Propellant is kicked away from them, attempting to steal it, and looks as if that's what's going to happen. It's Propellant and Shane Ellis under the hand ride. Shane Ellis and Propellant in complete control. Superior best of the rest, now being driven out and trying to get closer. Toward the outside, that's Blue Sky. Captain Philip in the green and white races between horses, but it looks to be all over. Propellant with a clear lead. It's double digits already inside the final 16th. It is Propellant coming away from this field and winning with authority. Propellant by double digits. Captain Philip is second. Superior ease down, just gets third, possibly over Always Right. 5th place going to Sir Wang Don.
Seventh race, 5.5 furlong for the SVREL 8th anniversary trophy. Selection here: 2, Bootylicious, we should win an Canter. 1, California Crown. 3, Inspired Force. 4, Digital One. And here was Bootylicious' last race.
They're off. Bootylicious quickly away. Benson also showing some early speed as expected. A Blue Vinyl is showing dash also. Atlantic Convoy racing in behind them near the rail as a Bootylicious and a Benson match strides. These two going at it up front. Blue Vinyl just off them and hugging that rail as they charge away now toward the final quarter, and Bootylicious looks to have the overall lead. Blue Vinyl is on the rail. A Benson racing just in behind as they charge now passing the quarter pole, and it is Bootylicious. She's looking for a third straight win. Bootylicious on the lead and looking to have a lot in hand. Bootylicious in command. Blue Vinyl chasing. Benson and Atlantic Convoy over toward the center. Perfect Brew and Rainsville way over on the far side, and Press Conference left out of it, but Bootylicious is in cruise control. Bootylicious with the lead under the stand fence. Atlantic Convoy trying to close, but the wire's here, and Bootylicious will win the Reggae Month trophy. Atlantic Convoy second. Could be Blue Vinyl over Press Conference or Benson.
Race 8 for the International Women's Day Trophy for overnight allowance, 3-year-old and upward. I use my selection: Geolithic, 3, 5, Perfect Brew, 9, Further and Beyond, 10, Neostar, and Geolithic is the third of my outsiders. And here was Geolithic last race.
They're off for the Lindy Della Pena Memorial, and Positive ID blows the race at the start, it seems. Kem has taken off quickly. Tiz Talk is running fluently in the center. Geolithic is also showing speed down against the rail as Kem leads them now down the back stretch and makes the way toward the 6. There goes Geolithic, and Geolithic now moves through and gets a narrow lead over Kem. They're bobbing heads up front. Divine Force, as they leave the 6, drops down into third. Tistock racing on the outside in fourth. James occupies the rail as they approach the 5. Sheer Delight is racing up next. The Head Cornerstone and Burning Hedge team up in behind as they head toward the half mile. Money Miser now making some ground ahead of Stomp the Rhythm. Mr. Senator is next and Positive ID at the back of the field and Hopeless at the moment. They go driving past the half mile and run the turn for home. And Tistock now makes a big move on the outside and grabs the lead from Geolithic, beginning to fade. Divine Force races up next. Chem races with Sheer Delight now picking a path on the outside and making ground. The Head Cornerstone races up next. James and Mr. Senator in behind. Money Miser on the rail, then Stomp the Rhythm. Forget Positive ID as the field turn for home at the top of the lane. It is a Tistock. Shane Ellis having a peep in his mirrors and changes his hold. Tistock now begins to lay out and sprinting away from them. Sheer Delight running best of the rest. Divine Force in the red in the center. The Head Cornerstone on the rail, but this massive Tistock holds the lead onto the left-hand stick. Inside the final 16th, it is Tistock and Shane Ellis. They will win the Lloyd Lindbergh Lindendella Penn Memorial Trophy by 6 or more. Divine Force second. Could be the Head Cornerstone third, just ahead of Sheer Delight, and Money Miser back in 5th.
Race 9, 5.5 furlong for restrictive allowance, nature bred 4 year and up, non-winners of 3, imported 4 year and up, non-winners of 4. Selection areas: Tiffany Blue, Smart Trick, undisclosed location, 8, A Breath of Fresh Air, and here was Tiffany Blue last race.
Started. Timol is ready for a start. They're off on racing. Playfair marginally misses it. And racing at the back of the field as King's Crown goes for that lead. It's King's Crown, Magnificent Force, and Immeasurable Joy. Rushing up on the inside, that is a bold move. Right there too, that's Fearless Force. Then comes a Tiffany Blue, overtaken by Zulu Warrior. Then comes Hot Bread Scammer. Right against the rail, we find Amazing Force. Then comes a Blue Sensation and out wide Miss Cherry, and racing at the back of the field, a slow starting Playfair. They head towards the 3 and making the running still, that is King's Crown. Now attacked by coming down on the outside. That's Fearless Force right against the rail. Immeasurable Joy is winding up and coming forward. Also there, that's Magnificent Force, but it is King's Crown in a battle with right against the rail. Immeasurable Joy out wide. That's Fearless Force and the Sneaky Fox, and Fearless Force narrowly with that lead. Still on the inside, Immeasurable Joy coming on too. That is Zulu Warrior, but it is on that lead, Fearless Force and the Sneaky Fox. It's 3 on the day, and he's 3 in front of Terrific Tevin Fosner. It's a Fearless Force beating Immeasurable Joy. Then comes the Zulu Warrior. Back in 4th, that looks to be Magnificent Force, and it got tight for 5th.
Thank you, racing fan. So those are my selection for March 5th. And please subscribe, like, and share. And even if you don't like, put a thumbs down also. That's acceptable. So thank you. See you next week. Bye.